it's SD22 here again, bringing you another video. Today, I'm just gonna go ahead and touch up on some things I've been getting some questions of. So, this is kind of going back a while, or at least for me, maybe not you guys. But, this is on a past roleplay community I was in. I sort of recorded some stuff for, not fully, I mean. But there were some videos out that I just kind of stopped recording for a while. Like, you know, if you guys understand what I'm saying. And, so I figured I'd go ahead and clarify that today with everyone, because I know I've been getting lots of questions about these types of things. So, we're going to be going back quite a while to LCDPS/SOGRP. So, if you don't know what any of that stands for, it's Liberty County Department of Public Safety and State of Georgia Roleplay. That's one roleplay community that, you know, I was in, obviously. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start off. This is just my point. I'm not trying to bash anyone, but this is just my point of view and what I thought of the whole thing. So, when I joined, I don't know the exact date, but when I joined, I was made a fire captain because there was no chief. Well, Threat acted as the chief, I'm pretty sure. But I'm sorry, he's a horrible chief. I don't care what anyone says. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing for fire. Now, medical, I mean, he ain't much better, but he's a little bit better than fire. I'm sorry, he doesn't know how to run fire. Now, Elio-wise, I mean, I'd say he's okay. He just needs to learn his laws a little bit better. But, yeah. But I was made a fire captain, and I ended up getting chief a couple days later because I knew what I was doing, obviously, and the Trooper Law was made my assistant chief. So, yeah. So pretty much what happened was, you know, for a while it was fun. But then after a while it just got super stupid. Like, it was, I don't know, it was just stupid because everyone acted, okay, so, pretty much, everyone in there, except for myself, and maybe like a couple other people were, they were all squeakers. I'm not trying to bash squeakers or anything, but like they, like, what do you call it? They all acted immature, and you know, Thread would support them. So like every time we'd try to roleplay, holy crap, this is even a thing. That's awesome. Anyways, back to what I was saying. You know, Thread, like, I know there's one kid in there who was a head admin, became a co-owner and all that shit. He was a literal squeaker and he couldn't speak for shit. Now, he said he had a speech impediment, but it was because of a tumor or whatever. But I know Trooper and I, / Charles, if you guys know that, looked it up. Like, it was a cancerous tumor that he said he had. It's like you would be, you know, pretty much dying. I don't think you're going to be on computer games. But I mean, hey, I guess maybe you could be. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask though. So, yeah, you know, everyone acted immature is one thing I did not like. You know, I mean, some of the vets that I like to say that were there like from the beginning, like myself. Like, I wasn't there from the very beginning, but I was around for the beginning. I'd like to say before it was as big. Now I know. Well, I did forget to mention their community name now was Anderson State Roleplay, so if that rings about any of you. I don't really know why they're calling it that, but I think it just got shut down to according of today. It is Sunday, April 12th, 2020 is when they shut it down a couple, I think like last week or something. I don't know, something like that. And so, you know. But I'd like to say I was around from the beginning because, yeah, like, I pretty much, Law and I were around from the beginnings. But continuing on, Law and I ran the fire department for a while, and then we became super inactive because everything pretty much became bullshit in my opinion. They were all, well, I'm not gonna bring that up, but it just, half of it became bullshit. The roleplay was no longer really real, I guess, as you could say. And so I just didn't like how everything was being run. the administration, in my opinion, was horrible. I'll get into that in a little bit. But I think it was just horrible because and bullshit because what do you say? What's it called? Because basically when someone would fail RP, like no one would really try to fix it. I mean, like I said, there were some good RPs as well. I'm not saying there wasn't. There was some really good true RP in that game or in that community, you know. But at the same time, there is also just bullshit little kids in the game that were making the whole game stupid. And so that's half the reason why it was just stupid. But back to the whole story, Law and I just became super inactive because it was, well, I guess back to what I was saying, we just didn't want to RP because it was just retarded half the time. And we had other things to do half the time because we were in other communities. But the whole thing with that is we weren't gonna just sit around and play in some community. But that going on, I ended up actually giving them a CAD for free because they needed a CAD/MD2, and I own a company for that, so I have a bunch of CADs. And so I ended up giving them one for free, and whoever made it was an idiot, and it became like complete shit. So I gave him my custom CAD because I didn't expect it to be that crappy, but it ended up happening. I gave so many apologies to them about that. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be a good CAD, but you know, I ended up giving them a brand new CAD, one of the most advanced CADs I have, which you can get. I'll leave a link in the description. You can get you can make your own free community on it if you want to. But I gave them a super advanced CAD, and after that, I said these were the only two things I asked for. I wanted to run LEO as well, and I wanted to be able to drive and wear whatever I wanted, and we all agreed with that, you know. That was fine. You know, so we went on ahead and stuck with that deal for most of the time. But then, after a while, whenever I ran LEO, people were getting pissed off because if you ever run RP with me, and I run LEO, my buddy, as you guys know, you probably know Sean by now. He's been in so many of my videos, most likely. I think he has been at least. We do some crazy ass shit. That is just us. And the thing is with that, we're not together, obviously, but like separately, like we operate within our laws, but it's some crazy shit. And I know Thread had a problem with that. I'm like, hey, this is the law, okay? The law says I can do it, I can do it. And that's the whole problem that we kept running into, was that he didn't believe in half the laws. And the other thing was, they didn't want to, this happened later, which I will get into more detailed, but I do remember Sean and I, because I got Sean to join at the very, end of my time. Sean and I wanted to actually go into the deep investigation stuff. We wanted to open up an investigation team with just him and I, because we didn't want to take away from the server. And, we wanted to actually do, what do you call it? Real, investigation. We wanted to take it further than just going beyond the scene and just ending RP. We wanted to take it to the point where we're going to the actual crime scene and investigating, because we just thought that was cool. So, pretty much, Thread didn't like that. He's like, oh, just let that up to the officer on scene. You know. What do you call it? He's just like, oh, we're just gonna let that to the officer on the scene because, you know, we don't, you know, like that. Alright, I think he was trying to say, we were trying to give the officers something to do. But I'm sorry, in real life, that's not how that works. And Thread just did not want to, he didn't want to have anything to do with that. He wanted to just keep it unlegit. I'm sorry, if you're gonna let normal officers do the detecting stuff, or investigation stuff, that just makes no sense. It's not how it's done in real life. And so, you know, we wanted to do that because, you know, what if it was a corrupt cop that shot the dude or something? You guys know what I mean. That's just an example. We wanted to make sure that the court of law happened. And, Thread because in my CAD it has a whole court system, we were gonna have, an entire court system with that, you know what I mean? But he just did not want to have. He didn't want to do any investigation slash judicial RP. He just wanted to leave it right at that. And I was like, what the heck, you know? That's some BS. You don't do that. That's not how it's done in real life. I mean, we obviously know the fine line between a video game and real life. This isn't real life, so we're not gonna take it that far. But I mean, like, we were gonna have like actual cases. That's how Sean and I were gonna do. We were gonna just purely do case investigations and stuff, and that was gonna be fun, you know. But Thread just didn't. Like I said, Thread didn't want to have anything to do with it. So in my opinion, he just was the type of guy who wanted to RP, but he didn't want to go all the way through with his RP scenarios, because I guess in my opinion, the way I think of good RP is people who have storylines. Which, if you don't know what a storyline is, that's like your character's like their life, I guess. If you don't put life into an RP character, then what are they? Like, are they really? Is it that good RP? Or is it not? Like, and I mean, I know some people will build up their stories, which is cool. Not saying anything, but like, in my opinion, a good civilian RPer is a RPer who doesn't want to get their character arrested, unless that's obviously the purpose of their character. But like, have a background and all that, pretty much. Like, having a background building up to that point, and that's just me. I'm not saying everyone has to do that. I'm just saying some people that's just the type of roleplay, and I mean, I know some people did that in the community and all that. So yeah, back to the story, I guess. I don't really. Where were we? I think we were at the point where I gave him a CAD. Well, basically, like it just got stupid with all the RP, in my opinion, and yeah. So at the very sort of the end, I was, as an admin, I was gonna resign, and I was putting out my resignation message. Oh, I forgot to mention about the whole staff thing. So moving on, when I know I was an admin, it took me so what originally happened was I was in the community before. I think, was I? I know I was an admin before, and I got demoted for some weird reason. Oh, I know, because, okay, so Ghost and AJ, they were the owners, and AJ was the owner, and Ghost was the co-owner when I first joined. And apparently they did some jank-ass shit, and Thread completely reset his entire, staff team. And so I was an admin at the time. Everyone on the staff team pretty much got fired. I think, all the admins, which it was just South and I, if you guys know who South is. South and I were admins, and he just completely demoted us for no reason. I was like, what is this? I was an admin. I was a very good admin, in my opinion, and you're just going to demote me for no reason for something I didn't even do for other people's actions. And I know we had a conversation. I'll get into that. But we had a conversation about this later, but like I said, I'll get into that. But basically, we got demoted for no reason. So within that, what I just told you, the whole story with LEO and stuff, that happened within this time range before I became an admin once again. But I became an admin again, and I said the Thread, all I asked for is that you don't freeze my rank and I can get promoted. Well, that's exactly what the hell he did. He froze my rank. I remember I remember I was an admin, and he made 2 other people the head admin, as I was still an admin. And so basically, I was on the staff team the longest before anyone else was even there. So my opinion, everyone on the staff team, I was the longest one on the staff team, not even including, well, I guess including the time before. So basically, he'd give everyone else a head admin rank but me. He just skipped over me. I remember one night there was an admin he just randomly promoted to co-owner, and I was sitting there still at admin. And I remember when I went to resign, I was literally putting out my resignation announcements, and I didn't even, right as I was about to click the send button, he banned me from his community, he blacklisted me, sorry. He blacklisted me from his Liberty County community. So, I never, did anything. I just basically got screwed in every direction in his community, in my opinion. So, I don't know how to explain that, but, basically, all his little friends keep in mind these were all like half of the staff team were just young kids, like way young, like Roblox age kids, and so I don't know. That's just my say on his community. I know I do have a message from one of my buddies. I'm not going to disclose any names, but apparently they infringed your constitutional rights, and you can't speak or basically, I don't know, like swear, I think you said. I'm not going to get too far into that because that wasn't said by me. That was said by someone else. But yeah, that was just my say on his whole community because, well, I was in it for so long, I was even recording, and then ended up just quitting on you guys. Never really explained that. And everyone apparently is doing some video trend on the whole community, so I said, fuck it, I'll put my say in. So, you know, this isn't to bash anyone, this isn't to say his community is shit, but this is just my side, this is why I left, well, / blacklisted. And so, you know, I don't necessarily think it was the greatest community. I mean, like I said, the roleplay was pretty good. Sometimes. I mean, when all the older kids were on, I thought it was pretty good because people actually RP'd, and there was like a lot of people. Like, we would go for 4 or 5. Well, I never went for 5 hours, but I know there was a patrol for 4 hours. I think there was even one for 6 hours at one point. It's like, holy shit, that's a long time now. You know what I mean? And so it got to that point where it was just stupid. Because, like, that's pretty good, though. I will say that, you know, but I mean, I do remember, I think I got in trouble once for leaving a shift, like a 4-hour shift early because it was just, I didn't want to be on the computer anymore. I don't remember who did, but I know after I got demoted as an admin, before I got re-promoted, one of the other admins yelled at me, they're like, you can't get off before the end of shift. I'm like, I will do what I want, so excuse my language. But, like, God, I don't know. That's just my say. So, yeah, right now, you're probably not going to see me doing as much Roblox. Since then, I've started a Ultimate Driving community, and it's pretty cool. If you guys want to join, there will be a link in the description. I've also gone ahead and I'm making a custom game now. I don't know how far that's going to make it, but I have made a custom game. And link will be in the description if you want to join that. And probably going to see some 5M coming. Hopefully I've joined a huge 5M community. So, yeah. So that's just kind of my say. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. Peace out.